In the world of COVID-19, imagine this. You take a tiny prick of blood, put it in a mini test tube, run it through a machine, and 7 minutes later you get the results for 8 different tests. You can find out whether you previously had the virus and potentially even whether you currently have it.
So this patient has been infected with COVID or vaccinated, but in the future, but infected with COVID and may be recovering.
The test can also tell you whether you are suffering from any of the 4 most common strains of this year's flu, or whether your flu vaccination has worked. Professor Shaw says they're also working on a saliva test, which would get people back to school, work and travelling again by showing whether they currently have the virus.
So to be confident that our test is positive, it's a triple positive because it's responded to 3 parts of the virus with 3 antibodies. That gives you more confidence the test is accurate. And in the case of a hospital setting, some understanding about how early somebody is in the infection, whether they had the infection some time ago and they're recovering. Is a person getting better in ITU? You can monitor the recovering process. And you can also see them not doing so well.
Antibody tests have become a controversial topic in the UK. Earlier in the year, the British government spent $20 million buying tests from Asia, only to find that they didn't work. Now, scientists here in Exeter want to change that, developing a rapid result antibody test that they say will help the world out of lockdown.
Professor Shaw says they're also working on a saliva test, which could get people back to school, work and travelling again.
We need to restart the economy, and maybe the way to do that is to screen people into the workplace each day and put them under surveillance, look for changes in their record each day to see whether other things can be detected.
And this could be the future of workplace testing, a COVID-19 portable testing device that fits into the palm of your hand. It even locates outbreaks on a map, so local infection spikes can be monitored.
We're going to be living with COVID for a while. Even the vaccine may only last a year, and that will need to be topped up. Was your response good? Is your response fading? You're going to need to be making those measurements at home. If we have 100,000 devices in the field, that's a huge amount of measurement, a huge amount of data.
With people all over the world testing themselves for COVID-19 on handheld devices, it could become the biggest clinical trial ever performed.